Hi friends, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So friends, the countdown for CAT is about to begin. Now we are just 12 days away from CAT examination and I believe in these last days you are not experimenting anything as far as your preparation is concerned. You are right on track towards the revision, towards the final examination, and you are revising only those things that you have already covered up in the past. Now, in these 12 days, I'm expecting the same thing from all of you. The concepts, the questions that you have bookmarked, the formulas that you have noted down. Just keep revising all those formulas as far as quant is concerned. Okay, so there are plenty of formulas, there are plenty of theorems that you will find in geometry. So the same thing needs to be done for geometry. So just revise all the theorems that we have for triangles, for circles, for quadrilaterals, and just keep on looking at all the questions that you have already solved in the past. Do not solve any new question for which you don't have solution. Okay, so this becomes very important. Just solve only those questions which are followed by the solution. So you have the solution with you. Okay, do not brainstorm, do not waste your energy in the questions which are very difficult. Number one. Number two, the questions which are difficult and you don't have solution for them. Okay, so what happens is if we don't have solution for any of the questions, okay, so we first of all spend some time in solving that question, and if we are unable to solve, we start wasting a lot of time in finding the solution. Okay, so it's better to look at only those questions for which you have solutions. Okay, now, Monu, a very good afternoon to you. Other students, those who are already there watching live, a very good afternoon. Warm welcome on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. We will definitely take you to CAT examination with these sessions in which we are going to present a lot of questions, which are first of all important from the point of view of CAT. Secondly, they will also help you in revising different concepts that you have already studied. Rahul, you are making 30 questions, but my accuracy is very low. Okay, so I think you are talking about the entire examination out of 66 odd questions. You are able to attempt 30, but your accuracy is low. So, Rahul, at this point in time, what I'll suggest is first of all, look at only those questions which you are attempting incorrectly. Fine. Try to understand why you are even attempting these questions in case you have no knowledge about that. Probably you might be over attempting. Okay. So what you can do is reduce the number of questions that you are attempting. That will basically like I'm saying that you need to compromise on your speed and probably you will be able to increase your accuracy. So instead of 30 questions, attempt 25 with a good accuracy. That will help you in improving your percentile. Now, friends, today in this session, we'll be discussing some of the beautiful questions, some of very good questions based on geometry and its applications, right? So the area, the logics that we'll be covering in today's session will be varying from triangles to circles to mensuration and so on and so forth, right? So we'll be taking on some questions which will help you in revising some of the concepts based on geometry. For every question, I'll be giving you 1.5 minutes to think over that question, to solve, and then give me an answer. After which I'll start with the discussion on that question. All right. So I think we shall begin with this session. So all the questions will appear on your screen one by one, and we'll be solving them again one by one. So all of you be ready with your rough sheets and a piece of pen, right? So the first question will appear on your screen in a few moments. All the very best in solving these questions. Question number one on your screen now. The question is, find the sum of the lengths of all the diagonals in a regular hexagon whose sides have a length of 6 centimeter. So the length of the side of a regular hexagon is given. You will have to find out the sum of the lengths of all the diagonals in this regular hexagon. Any answer? Question number 1. All right, Monu has given the answer as option C. All right, Monu. Any other student who would like to post his or her answer? Okay, now let's start solving this. Now in the figure that you can see, it's a regular hexagon. There will be two different types of diagonals that will be there. First of all, the diagonals which are joining the opposite ends. Okay, so let's say diagonal joining point A and point D. All right. Now, you must be knowing this fact that the length of the longest diagonal in a regular hexagon is twice the side. So if you'll make a triangle like this, let's say this is triangle OED. So consider triangle OED. Okay. Now triangle OED will be an equilateral triangle. So here OD, ED and OE, all three sides will be equal. So if ED is 6, OD will also be 6 and this will also be 6, right? So I can say that if OD is equal to 6 centimeters, then the length of the diagonal AD will be twice of that. That is 12 centimeters. All right. So we have three such diagonals. AD will be equal to BE, will be equal to CF, and all these three diagonals will be 12 centimeters each, right? So the sum of the lengths of these three diagonals will be 12 multiplied by 3, that is 36. Okay, so our answer should be 36 plus something, right? 36 plus something. So answer should be greater than 36, right? So I can see that option B can also be the answer because it is 36 plus something. Option C, yes, it is there. It is 36 plus something as well, right? Option A and option D can be eliminated because they are not in the form of 36 plus something. Okay, you must be surprised why I've kept option B, because option B is 36 plus 12 plus 48 root 3. Okay, so it is 36 plus something. That is why I have kept this option alive. Okay, so first of all, these are the three types of diagonals AD, BE, and CF. Okay, so the length of each of these diagonals is 12. So the sum of the length of these three diagonals is equal to 36, right? Now let's erase these values from the figure and look at the next type of diagonal. Now the next type of diagonal will be a diagonal like this, joining A and E. Okay, then joining A and C like this. So how many such diagonals will be there? I have already drawn three diagonals. Okay, then other three diagonals will be like this. Okay, and you can observe that because of the symmetry of this figure, the length of each of these diagonals will be equal. Okay, let me draw this once again. So the length of each of these diagonals will be equal, right? So I will just calculate the length of one of these diagonals and will multiply by 6 because these are 6 diagonals. Okay, so I'll write the name of these diagonals. AC is equal to CE is equal to EA. These are the three triangles. Then look at the other triangle. So I have made two triangles in this regular hexagon. Okay, so BF, FD, and DB, right? So these are 6 diagonals, and let us calculate the length of each of these diagonals. Okay, now I will use a simple logic to calculate the length of these diagonals. Okay, now as you can see, triangle AEC, triangle AEC is an equilateral triangle. Okay, because each of these three diagonals will be equal. So this triangle is an equilateral triangle, right? Okay. Now I join points A and D. Okay, point A और D को join कर देते हैं. So the line joining AD will definitely pass through the center of this hexagon. Okay, so let's say this is the center of this regular hexagon. The line joining AD will pass through the center of this regular hexagon, and also it will be perpendicular to diagonal CE. So basically, if I'll call this point as, let's say, point G, so AG will be perpendicular to EC. Okay, so AG will be altitude of EC, right? The length of this will be 6 plus 3 because this point G will be the midpoint of OD. OD का midpoint होगा G. So the length of AG will be equal to 9, right? So this is the length of AG. Done. Now I've got the length of AG, that is the altitude, and I need to find out the side of the triangle. It's easy. So I can say that equal to altitude is equal to root 3 upon 2 multiplied by the side. Okay. Now I'm given the length of altitude. So 9 is equal to root 3 upon 2 into S. So the value of S or AE, any of these sides, will be equal to 6 root 3. There are 6 such diagonals. So 6 root 3 multiplied by 6, that is equal to 36 root 3, will be the sum of the lengths of these diagonals. Okay. So we have two types of diagonals. The sum of the first type of diagonals was 36. The sum of the second type of diagonal is 36 root 3. So our answer will be 36 plus 36 root 3, and that is option C. So option C is the correct answer. That can be marked as the answer of this question. Okay, so only one student, Monu Rawat, has given a correct answer. Rest, I've seen no one giving the answer. No problem. Certainly, we are taking moderate to high level of difficulty questions in this session. So you might be facing some difficulties, but consider this particular session as basically a revision session. All right. So please do not worry looking at the difficulty level. Just keep understanding these questions. So question number 2 on your screen. Find the sum of the lengths of the perpendicular lines drawn to the sides from a point P, which is inside an equilateral triangle whose sides have a length of 6 root 3 to the sides of the triangle. So find the sum of the lengths of the perpendicular lines drawn to the sides from point P to the sides of triangle such that this is an equilateral triangle whose length of the side is given as 6 under root 3. So you are given an equilateral triangle. So we will draw an equilateral triangle. Now just understand the language of this question and then act accordingly. Okay, so Raja Rajeshwari has already given an answer. Option C. Nice. Let's see if that's the correct answer or not. First of all, you'll have to understand this question and draw the figure properly. You'll have to find out the sum of the lengths of the perpendicular drawn to the sides from a point P of an equilateral triangle. Okay, so let's say this is a point P. I've taken a random point P. So from this point P, I'll drop perpendiculars on all the three sides. Okay, So you can drop the perpendiculars carefully. So first of all, let us select this point P. Okay. Now from this first perpendicular, second perpendicular, and the third perpendicular. So these are perpendiculars. Assume that these are perpendiculars. Okay. So we have to find out from point P. Let's say the foot of these perpendiculars are X, Y, and Z. So we have to find out the sum of the lengths of Px, Py, and Pz. Px plus Py plus Pz. Okay, right. Now let's assume that these are of the lengths A, B, and C. So this is length A, this is length B, and this is length C. Done. Okay. Now what will be the sum of these three lengths? Now to find out the sum, I will connect this point P with all the three vertices of the triangle. Okay. Now you can see three triangles. I'll name these triangles. So you can see APB, then another triangle BPC, and the third triangle CPA. Now, can we say that if I'll add the areas of these three triangles, the sum of the areas of these three triangles will be equal to the area of triangle ABC? Yes, it will be. Okay. So let's write the areas of these three triangles respectively. So first of all, triangle APB, the area will be half multiplied by the base. Base is the side of this equilateral triangle. Okay, so I'll write it as S. Okay, multiplied by the perpendicular C plus second triangle's area will be half into base into height. Similarly, the area of third triangle will be half into base into height, and that will be equal to root 3 upon 4 side square. That is the area of equilateral triangle. Now S will get cancelled out from both the sides. So I can say that I will get A plus B plus C upon 2. 2 will be multiplied on the right hand side. So it will be 2 multiplied by root 3 upon 4 S. You can substitute the value of S. So 2 multiplied by root 3 upon 4 multiplied by 6 root 3. You can do the calculations and get the answer. So 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9. 9 will be the sum of the lengths of the perpendiculars drawn from a point which is inside the triangle, okay, to the sides of the triangle. So the correct answer here is 9. Rajeshwari and Monu Rawat, both of you have given the correct answer. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, question number 3. Now this one is an interesting question. The perimeter of a right angled triangle is 56 units. If the length of the shortest median is 12.5, then find the length of the median that is neither the longest nor the shortest. I'll give you 2 minutes for this one. Okay. All right. Any answers for this one? Okay, no answers up till now. She says option D for question number 3. All right, answer taken. Okay, so first of all, let me draw the figure. So this is a right-angled triangle, right? It is clear. So let me insert a right-angled triangle quickly. All right, so this is a right-angled triangle, right? Okay, now let's understand what is given. So first of all, we are given the perimeter of this right-angled triangle. That means sum of the length of the sides. Then the length of the shortest median is given as 12.5. Now, which of the three medians will be shortest? Now, the median which is drawn on the longest side will be the shortest. So if the side is longest, then the median will be shortest and vice versa. Okay, so I can say that obviously the hypotenuse is the longest side. So the median which is drawn on the hypotenuse will be the shortest median. And the length of this median is given as 12.5. Okay, also in a right angled triangle, we know that the median on the hypotenuse, okay, this is 12.5. The length of the hypotenuse is twice this median. Or you can say that from the midpoint of the hypotenuse, the distance of all the three vertices is equal. So OB is given as, O is the midpoint, so BO will become the median. So OB is given as 12.5, OA will also be 12.5, OC will also be 12.5, and I can say that the length of AC, that means the hypotenuse of this triangle, will be equal to 2 multiplied by 12.5, that is 25. Okay, right? So if O is the center of, O is the midpoint of AC, then OB is equal to OA is equal to OC, and each of them is equal to 12.5. So from here I have got the length of the hypotenuse of this right angled triangle, which is equal to 25. Done. Now let's say the other two sides are A and B. So I have the equation that A square plus B square is equal to 25 square, that is 625, and A plus B will be the remaining part of the perimeter after subtracting the hypotenuse. So the length of A plus B will be equal to 56 minus 25, that is 31. Okay. Now the sum of the two sides or sum of the two numbers is 31 and the sum of their squares is 625, right? So let's first of all try uh, what do you call Pythagorean triplet for this. Okay, so if one of the sides is 25, the Pythagorean triplet can be 15, 20 and 25, but 15 plus 20 is not 31. The another triplet is 7, 24, 25. Now here the sum of 7 and 24, it is 31. All right. Okay. So we have got this thing that the other two sides, the two perpendicular sides are 7 and 24. Okay. Now I have to find out the length of the median, which is neither the longest nor the shortest. So basically it will be the median which will be drawn on the side which is also neither the longest nor the shortest. That means 24. Okay. So I can consider length of B as 24. Length of A will be equal to 7. And now I'll draw a median from point A that will meet BC at its midpoint. So let's say this is point D, the midpoint of BC. Let's join these two. Okay, so now I have to find out the length of AD, where AB is given as 7 and BD will be equal to 24 divided by 2, that is 12. Okay, so now apply Pythagoras theorem and calculate the length of AD. So AD will be equal to under root of 7 square plus 12 square, that is under root of 49 plus 144, that is equal to under root of 193. So the correct answer for this question will be equal to under root of 193, and that is option D. So option D is the correct answer for question number 3. So this one also is given by only one student. Shrish Iyer has given a correct answer, option D. Let's move on and look at the next question, question number 4. Now question number 4 is not a difficult one. You have to find the difference between the inradius and the circumradius of a triangle whose sides are given. All the three sides are given. We have to find out the difference between the length of inradius and the circumradius. So take some time to think upon this one. Difference between the inradius and circumradius, all the three sides are given. So you can separately find out the values of inradius and circumradius and calculate their difference. Now I'll be using these three formulas of area of triangles to find out the length of inradius and the circumradius. Now the first formula for area is Heron's formula. You all are aware of it. A, B and C are sides and S is the semi-perimeter. The second formula is formula using all the three sides A, B, C upon 4 capital R. Capital R is the circumradius. The third formula is small r multiplied by small s, where small r is the inradius and small s is once again the semi-perimeter. Okay. So first of all, let us calculate the length of semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is a plus b plus c divided by 2. These are the three sides. Their sum 9 plus 10 plus 17 is 36. 36 upon 2, that is 18. So 18 is the semi-perimeter of this triangle. Okay. Now the area using semi-perimeter or Heron's formula. So area is equal to under root of S, which is 18, multiplied by S minus A, that is 18 minus 9 is 9, multiplied by 18 minus 10, multiplied by 18 minus 17. So simplifying this, I get 9 multiplied by 4, 36 as the area of this triangle. Okay. Now, 36 first of all can be equated to ABC upon 4 capital R. That means 9 into 10 into 17 divided by 4 capital R. So from here, the value of capital R will be 9 and this will cancel. So it will be 85 divided by 8. So capital R, that is circumradius of this triangle, is 85 upon 8. Shreyash and Rajeshwari have given same answers. Let me complete this. So capital R is equal to 85 upon 8. Fine. Let's keep it aside and calculate the value of small r. So again, the area of this triangle is equal to small r into small s. So the value of small r will be equal to 2. Now take the difference between these two numbers, 85 upon 8 minus 2, that will come out to be 69 divided by 8. So 69 upon 8, that is option D is the correct answer of this question. Okay, so that was question number 4. Let's quickly move on to our next question, question number 5. Now in an equilateral triangle ABC, D and E are on BC such that the ratio BD, DE and EC is equal to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Now find the ratio of AB and AD. All right, Shrish, you're saying that answer will be option B. Let's check it out. चलिए solve करते हैं. So one of the students has already given an answer. Now what I'll do is, first of all, you can see that this side is divided in three parts. Okay. Also, if I drop an altitude, then it will act as a median. It will be also divided in two parts. So since it is divided in three parts as well as two parts, so why not consider the length of the side, which is a multiple of 3 as well as 2. So I'll consider the length of this side as 6. Okay, so if the entire side is 6, then BD, DE and EC will be 2 each. And if I'll consider this point as a point F, so DF will be 1 and FE will also be equal to 1. Okay, so I have written the length of each of these portions as well. Okay, so I've started by assuming that the length of the side is 6. D and E are points such that they are trisecting the length of side BC. Okay, so BD, DE and EC will be 2, 2, 2 each. If AF is the altitude, then F will be the midpoint of BC. So I can say that DF and FE will also be equal to 1 each, right? Now the length of AF, which is the altitude of this equilateral triangle, will be equal to root 3 upon 2 multiplied by the side of this equilateral triangle. So it will be root 3 upon 2 multiplied by 6. That is equal to 3 root 3. So the length of AF will be 3 root 3. I've got the length of AF. I have the length of DF. Okay, I can find the length of AD. Okay, so length of AD will be equal to under root of DF square plus AF square. Okay, so under root of 1 square plus AF square will be 9 into 3, 27. So that is equal to under root of 28. So AD will be equal to under root of 28. That is 2 under root 7. Done. Now I have to find out the ratio of AB and AD. AB is 6 and AD is 2 root 7. 2 will be cancelled. So this ratio will be 3 upon root 7. So 3 is to root 7. That is option 2. Option B will be the correct answer for this one. So Shrish, Rajeshwari and Monu, all three of you have given the correct answer. Monu, I believe you are trying to say that answer is option 2 or option B. So option B, that is 3 upon root 7. Yes, it is the correct answer for question number 5. Let's move on and quickly look at the next question, question number 6. Now, question number 6 is critical as far as the figure is concerned. So if you have drawn a correct figure, then it will be very easy for you to find out the correct answer for this one. Now, in this circle whose radius is given as 16, a quadrilateral is drawn. PQ is diameter and angle RSP, one of the angles, is given as 60 degrees. So find the area of this quadrilateral in square centimeters. Now carefully notice that this quadrilateral is PSQR, not PQRS. Okay. Any answer? It's already more than 1.5 minutes. Okay, let's start solving this. So I'll first of all draw the figure. Fine. Out of the 4 points given, PQ forms the diameter of the circle. That means P and Q are diametrically opposite points. I've mentioned them like this. Okay. Also, RSP, the other 2 points at the vertex P, will form an angle of 60 degrees, and PS and RS, both of them are equal. So PS and RS will be equal. One of the angles is 60. So basically, this PSR will form an equilateral triangle like this. So I'll draw this equilateral triangle. I'll mark the other 2 points S and R like this. Okay, right? So now PS is equal to SR. So these two sides are equal, and this angle is given as 60 degrees. So the other two angles will also be 60 degrees because these two sides are equal. This angle will be 60 degrees. So the remaining, the third angle will be 60 degrees. So PSR is forming an equilateral triangle such that PSQR is a quadrilateral. Okay. So I will now complete this quadrilateral, right? Like this. So let me do it with a different color, the entire quadrilateral. Okay. Now here, since PS and PR will be equal, so PS and PR ये दोनों equal हो जाएंगे definitely, and you can see that because of symmetry, QS and QR will also be equal. So this is nothing but a kite. Okay, so this is a kite. So if I'll join P and Q, this line SR will be perpendicular to PQ. Okay, so if I want to find out the area of this quadrilateral, then it will be the product of the diagonals. Simple as that. Now, one of the diagonal PQ is given as the diameter of this circle. So PQ, the length will be equal to 16 plus 16, that is 32. So 32 will be the length of PQ. Now we have to find out the length of SR. Okay, now SR is the side of this equilateral triangle as well. Okay. Now I am given the length of PQ, which is 32. 32 is the length of PQ, right? And this is a right angle triangle. Wait, I'll tell you which triangle is right angle triangle. So triangle PQR. This triangle is a right angled triangle because diameter will subtend an angle of 60 degree on the circle. Oh, sorry, 90 degree on the circle. So this is 90 degree, right? Where hypotenuse PQ is given as 32 units, 32 centimeters. Okay. Now, this angle is 30 degrees. This angle is 60 degrees. So this is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree triangle. Now the ratio of the sides opposite to these three angles is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Now the hypotenuse PQ is given as 32, which is opposite to 90 degrees. So this is 32. So this will be half of that, that is 16, and the third side will be 16 root 3. So the side which is opposite to 60-degree angle, that means PR is equal to 16 root 3. Okay, so PR is 16 root 3. PSR is an equilateral triangle, so I can say that SR will also be equal to 16 under root 3. I will take it once again. So I've drawn the figure. It is evident that the figure drawn is a kite. Now the area of a kite is the product of diagonals, right? Now in a kite, the diagonals will meet at 90 degrees. That is why the area of a kite is the product of diagonals. All right. Now one of the diagonals is the diameter of this circle. That means 32. Okay, so now PQ is given as 32 as I have already written here. Okay, now consider the triangle PQR. Here PQ is 32. I have calculated the other two sides. So from here I have got the length of PR, length of PR as 16 root 3. Now if PR is 16 root 3, SR will also be 16 root 3 because this triangle PSR is an equilateral triangle. Okay, so SR is also equal to 16 root 3. So now I have got the length of both the diagonals. So PQ multiplied by SR will be the area of this quadrilateral. So PQ is 32 multiplied by 16 under root 3 will be the final answer of this question. Okay, so this is equal to 256. Wait. So I'm sorry. So the area of this thing, a kite is half into product of diagonals. I'm really sorry. So half into product of diagonals, and that will come out to be 256 under root 3. So make a small change. So area of a kite is half multiplied by the product of diagonals. It's not product of diagonals, it's half multiplied by product of diagonals. Okay, small change. So the correct answer of this question is option C, which is correctly given by Rajeshwari, only Rajeshwari. Let's move on to question number 7. Now, question number 7. In an equilateral triangle ABC, BC is a tangent to the circle at point D, and A is on the circumference of this circle, right? Now AB cuts the circle at P. Find the ratio AB is to PB. Now crucial to draw the figure, a correct figure for this. So ABC is an equilateral triangle. I'll draw an equilateral triangle first of all. Okay. Now BC is tangent to a circle at point D, and A is on the circumference of the circle. So let's say this is point A, B, and C. So a circle is drawn such that BC is the tangent and the circle is passing through point A. Okay. So how can you draw the circle? So let's quickly draw the circle. So I'll draw a circle separately and wait. Okay, so I've drawn a hollow circle, and this circle will be something like this. Okay, such that BC is the tangent and A is on the circumference of this circle. All right, so this is how you can draw this circle. Correct? Okay, so the points A, B, and C, vertices of the triangle, and a circle is drawn such that BC is tangent to the circle at point D. Okay, this is point D, and A is on the circumference of the circle. Correct? Now AB cuts the circle at point P. So AB cuts the circle at point P. We have to find out AB is to PB. Now AB is already the length of the side of this equilateral triangle. Okay, I just need to find out the length of BP in the form of the side of the triangle. Now let's assume that the side of the triangle is S. Okay, so AB is equal to S. BD, since D will be the midpoint of the side, so BD will be equal to S upon 2. Now we'll use tangent secant theorem, which will say that BD square will be equal to BP multiplied by BA. Okay, now BD square, that is S upon 2 whole square, is equal to BP, which is not known, multiplied by BA. Now BA is the side of this triangle. So the length of BP will be equal to S upon 4. Okay, so BP is S upon 4. Now the ratio AB upon PB. So AB is side and PB or BP is S upon 4. So this ratio will come out to be 4 upon 1. So 4 upon 1, that is option B. Sri Harsha and Shrish, both of you have given correct answers. So option B, yes, it will be the correct answer of this question. All right. Now moving forward to the next question, question number 8. Now a circle has three tangents AB, BC, and EF. E and F are the points on AB and BC respectively. If angle ABC is 70 degrees and if O is the center of the circle, then find the angle EOF. Now this is the one good question. So first of all, you need to draw a proper figure for this. So obviously we'll be inserting a circle, definitely. So let me insert a circle and then you can continue with the other part of this question. Okay, so a circle, three tangents will be drawn, AB, BC, and EF, where E and F are the points on AB and BC. Now carefully look at the points AB, BC, and EF. Okay, E and F being the points on AB and BC. Angle ABC is 70, O is the center. You have to find out the angle EOF. Careful. Now since AB and BC both are tangents, point D is common. So these two tangents AB and BC are the tangents from a same point which is lying outside the circle. Okay. So you will now insert two tangents which are originating from a single point, a same point, right? So let me draw these tangents quickly. Just give me 1 second. So as you can see, I have drawn two tangents to the circle which are originating from the same point, and I can call this point as B. This can be considered as C and this can be considered as point A. So I have mentioned all the 3 points. AB and BC are the two tangents obviously originating from the same point. Okay, marking O as the center of the circle. Okay, now let's draw the third tangent EF, where E and F are the points on B and C, right? So I'll draw another tangent Let me draw it quickly. It will be something like this. Okay, so it will be something like this, and these are points E and F. Now point E is on AB and F is on BC. Okay, so E and F are on AB and BC respectively, such that EF is also the tangent of this circle. Now we have to find out the measure of angle EOF if it is given that the measure of angle ABC is 70 degrees. Okay, so let me join FO and EO. So this is the angle that we'll have to find out, right? Okay, so up till now I haven't seen any answer. So let us solve this one. So I am numbering these angles so that it will be easy, it will be convenient for us to understand. So this is angle 1, this is angle number 2, then this is angle number 3, and this is angle number 4. Okay, right? Also, this is angle number 5, and this is angle number 6. So I have numbered 6 angles, angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now look at the triangle BFE. Triangle BFE. Okay. Now in this triangle, the sum of angle 1 and 2 will be equal to 180 minus 70. Okay. That is equal to 110. So the sum of angle 1 and 2, but we can also draw diagram another way keeping in radius type. In radius type, I mean inscribed circle. Okay. So you are saying that this tangent EF can go to the other side as well. Yes. So if you will extend these two tangents like this, okay. So I can draw another tangent like this, and then we could have also calculated this angle, angle EOF. Yes, absolutely. So there can be another figure. So in that case, the angle will be more than 90 degrees, right? In that case, angle will be more than 90 degrees, but none of the options is more than 90 degrees. So yes, there can be two different ways in which figure can be drawn. This is one of the ways. I'm calculating the answer using this. We can check and calculate the answer using the other case as well, and you can see which of the angles, which of the answers is the correct one. Okay, right? चलिए, so इसको continue करते हैं यहाँ पे. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is 110. Rajeshwari, I believe you can understand this figure, that this is one of the possibilities. Okay, fine. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 110. This is what I have calculated. Okay. Now angle 3 plus angle 5 and angle 4 plus angle 6. The remaining portions of the angles. Angle 4 plus angle 6. Right? So angle 3 plus angle 5 is basically 180 minus angle 1. Angle 3 plus angle 5 is 180 degrees minus angle 1. Also, angle 4 plus angle 6 is 180 degrees minus angle 2. So I can write this as 180 plus 180, that is 360 degrees minus angle 1 plus angle 2. Okay, now 360 degrees minus angle 1 plus angle 2, that is 360 minus 110, that is 250. Okay, so angle 3 plus 5 and angle 4 plus 6, the sum is 250. Okay, so this sum is equal to 250, the sum of these angles, right? Now another thing that you must understand, consider that angle 3 and angle 5 are equal. Angle 3 and angle 5 are equal. Reason being, from an outside point, if two tangents are drawn and this point is joined with the center of the circle, then the line joining this point, this outside point with the center of the circle will bisect the angle between the tangents. Okay, point F is considered as point outside the circle. Now FC and this are the two tangents. Okay, point F is joined with the center of the circle. So the line joining center with point O, sorry, the line joining point F with the center of the circle will bisect this angle. So angle 3 and angle 5 will be equal. Also, using the same reason, angle 4 and angle 6 will also be equal. Okay, so this is one important thing. So angle 3 plus angle 5 can be written as twice of angle 3, and angle 4 plus angle 6 can be written as twice of angle 4. So I've got twice of angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 250. So that means angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 125, right? Now angle 3 and angle 4 is 125. So the required angle EOF will be equal to 180 minus 125, and that is equal to 55 degrees. So the correct answer of this question will be 55 degrees. I'll wait on this. If you could not understand any point, please ask me, else we'll move forward for the next question. I hope everything is clear. So the correct answer here is 55 degrees. That is option B. All right, now let's move ahead. Okay, so that was the last question for the day. Now, my dear friends, I hope you would have liked this session. I understand that today we have discussed some difficult questions, but yes, this is why we are here, because we are nearing the CAT examination. Could you please explain the angle bisection here? Yes, 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 definitely. So I will explain it by drawing a separate figure. Okay. So this is a circle. Now from an outside point, two tangents are drawn. Okay, let's say this is point P and the tangents are meeting at points A and point B. Now this is the center of the circle O. Okay. Now what I'm saying is the line joining O and P will bisect this angle. Let's see why. If I join OA and OB, this will be 90 degrees, right? Now consider the two triangles that you can see. Now these two triangles will be concurrent. These two triangles will be overlapping triangles. Okay, why? Because OA and OB are equal, PA and PB are equal, tangents from an outside point are equal, and OP is common. Okay, so these two triangles are right angled triangles such that all the sides are equal. So I can say that this angle and this angle will be equal. Also, this angle, angle AOP and angle BOP, these two angles will also be equal. All right. So this is why I can say that angle number 3 and 5 will be equal. Angle number 4 and 6 will be equal in this figure. See, I hope I am clear. You have understood. Please give me a confirmation so that we can go ahead and conclude this session. I'm waiting for you to understand it completely. In case you still could not understand, I am ready to explain it again. All right, so you have mentioned okay, so that means you have understood. All right, okay, friends. So that is all from my side. You can unlock a free trial on the application of BYJU'S exam prep for 3 days. So this is a completely free trial. So in case you want to understand how the portal is, you can have a free trial. Just visit to the application of BYJU'S exam prep, enter your mobile number, and start your free trial. Also, you must enroll for non-CAT examinations test series. So CAT is about to come. So I hope you must have enrolled for any of the CAT test series. But now, other than CAT, there are some important examinations which will come after CAT, and you will definitely need a practice test series for this. So, BYJU'S Exam Prep also offers test series for other management entrance examinations. So, in our test series, we have more than 55 non-CAT mock papers. Also, 10,000 practice questions and topic wise tests covering all the subtopics will also be there. Now, this test series is curated by CAT experts based on the actual paper pattern of the previous year papers. So, go ahead and join this test series and score wonderful percentile or ranks in other exams as well. This is the list of our CAT 2022 toppers. Now, friends, All India Open Mock for NMAT 2023 is live. 13th of November up till 17th of November is the window when you can take this free All India Open Mock for NMAT 2023. So please do register for this examination and write it as soon as possible. You can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful journey towards CAT examination. Bye bye.